Dear children, in this chapter, the human body, we have already discussed about skeletal system and muscular system. For today, we are going to discuss the nervous system. Nervous system is a complex network of neurons which are specialized to carry messages. The basic cell of the nervous system is called the neuron. We'll be reading about neurons. These are the microscopic cells which are very small cells and they make nervous system. At this time, just feel what's happening around us. I can sense AC is on or off. My fan is on or off. We are reading something. We are listening to something. We are watching something, or we can see anything around us. The food we had in our breakfast or lunch, it's getting digested on its own. Breathing is going on. The blood is being circulated to all parts of body. Means at this time, even I'm sitting at my place, many things are going on, isn't it? So this is all the complex machine that our body is. And nervous system is a complex network of neurons to carry messages, and these all are messages going to our brain. I'm looking at something, I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm reading, I'm seeing, isn't it? It's like the control center which receive all the signals from the outside world and they reach to the control center of our body, that is the mind, or that is our brain. So we'll be discussing about these things in this class. Just imagine our body, or our nervous system like computer. How the computer, it's a complex machine. Some command is given, that is output is given, I'm typing something, and some processing goes on in the system or in the computer, and then we can see some result, isn't it? Similar thing is happening with us. You all are listening to the video, audio, watching the video, you are getting out command from the outside world. It's going to your brain and then you are able to listen. Some input is there, processing is there, and then some output is there. So it works like that. Nervous system is made up of millions and millions of neurons. Neurons are the basic cell of the nervous system. And about this neuron we'll be discussing in this class as well as in tomorrow's class. Each neuron has tiny branches which come out and connect it with the other neurons. What all makes nervous system is the brain, spinal cord, nerves which are reaching to each and every part, tiniest part of our body. This is structure of a neuron. Its microscopic structure means we cannot see it like this. It can be seen only under high power microscope and this is just a structure. About this you will be reading in higher classes, how it functions, what are different part of neurons. Okay children, so for today what we have to discuss about the nervous system, the parts and the functions of nervous system. Our nervous system consists of three major parts: brain, spinal cord and nerves. Brain and spinal cord together we call it central nervous system, and nerves are called peripheral nervous system. We'll be using only the terms brain, spinal cord and nerves. This nervous system, it actually controls each and every action of our body. It could be voluntary action. Voluntary means that I am doing by my wish. We are writing, it's voluntary. We are eating, it's voluntary. And many involuntary actions are going on in our body, like heart is pumping blood, we are breathing, the food is getting digested, and our body has maintained its temperature. These all are involuntary actions. So all the actions are controlled by our nervous system. It coordinates activities of the muscles, monitor organs. All the organs, they are working only by the command of nervous system. It processes the data received from the senses. As I've told you, you got the data, something is going on, you are listening to the audio, it goes to brain, it gets processed there, and then finally we can sense what's happening around us. The brain. Our brain is very unique structure, and it's the largest central organ of human nervous system. Our brain is protected within the skull. Skull is a bony structure which is all made up of bones. It protects the brain, and in the skull there is one liquid that is filled. It is called cerebrospinal fluid. Its function is to protect the brain from some injuries or shock, and that is, skull is also very hard. It also protects our brain. Human brain is here and closed in the skull. Brain is called big boss of the body. There are many reasons, because it performs many functions and controls the whole body. So brain is called the big boss of the body. It controls all the involuntary activities. Involuntary means which are not under our command, like body temperature. We cannot change our body temperature on our own. Digestion of food, circulation of blood in the body, circulation of nutrients in the body, breathing, all these are involuntary activities and they are controlled by the brain. All our senses, the senses we have, sense of sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch, they all are coordinated by the brain. Whatsoever we learn, we understand, it gets stored in our brain in form of memory. Just imagine when you were in nursery class, what you learned to write. A standing line, a sleeping line, joining the dots. And now in class 5, if I give you the same work, what you feel? It's just few seconds task, isn't it? Why so? Because our brain is mastered to do that work. Class 3 syllabus also seems very simple to you because we have already learned those things. It's in our memory. So brain stores all the information in the as memory. Brain is responsible for all kind of physical movements like sitting, standing, running, walking, jumping. And brain makes us unique, as brain gives us power to think, imagine, speak and solve the problems. That's why brain is called big boss of the body. There are different parts of the brain, and brain can be divided as into 3 parts. First is cerebrum. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It has 2 lobes that we call left and right lobe. It's not smooth. It is grooved, means it is having many ups and downs. And it controls all the function related to our sense organs, our thought, memory, learning, intelligence. Next part is cerebellum. Again I am saying, first part that we discussed is cerebrum. Second part is cerebellum. It's the second largest part of the brain, and its major function is to control the movement of muscles and helps to keep balance of the body while running, walking, swimming, jumping. It maintains the balance of body at that time. The third part of the brain is medulla oblongata. It's like the stem present in the lower region of the brain. It connects brain to the spinal cord and it controls involuntary actions like breathing, heartbeat, digestion of food, circulation of blood. So these are different parts of the brain and their function. Here it's summarized as, on the right hand side you can see picture of brain, cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Cerebrum is the main part of the brain. It has many folds and grooves. It's not a smooth structure. It controls functions like thinking, hearing and all the senses. Cerebellum is located towards the back side of our head. It controls movement of muscles and helps to maintain balance of the body. Medulla is the brain stem. It connects brain and spinal cord, and its function is to control involuntary circulation of blood, heartbeat, breathing. Now we need to be good to our brain. It needs to be sharp. For that, what should we do? Eat healthy food, as it's all required by our body to work. For nervous system to work, we should play a lot. While playing, the circulation of blood improves and oxygen level in our body also improves. When we are riding any two-wheeler, or children like you go for bike cycling, or we are having some adventurous sports, what we should do? We should wear a helmet, as it protect our head from our brain from any kind of injuries. And we should do some brainy activities like playing puzzles, reading, listening to music, not loud one, playing music, doing some art and craft, like we have that games like Sudoku, and you have that Rubik cubes. All these are activities which are good for our brain, and minimize the use of electronic gadgets. This is also one thing to keep our brain healthy. That's all for today.